Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 2 review of series number 11. Series number 11 is North American Market Snus. And as you just saw, it will be of the second United States Skoal product, one of only 2. Last review was the mint. This will be of the smooth mint. So let's take a look at the packaging. So you have the same can design, same layout. All right. It is background silver, raised box rim like all U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company products. Everything is fairly straightforward. Moving to the side, you have the new can, which is somewhat see-through. You can see the pouches in there almost. I have a better date on this one than even the last one. This one is December 1st, 2019, sell by. The can does have a rounded edge. These used to be in the guaranteed fresh stamped U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company cans. They changed with the newest lid design. Oh, sorry. They did come out with these cans. It gives the product a different look. It's overall a good looking package. It's different. It's eye-catching. The banding, you have the bar code and manufacturer's information. It is 15 pouches in a can. Tax class is M, which is the same as Dip. And it is a product of the U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company of Nashville, Tennessee, makers of all Skoal products, Copenhagen, Husky, and Red Seal. Snus branding, fact that is smooth mint. Smokeless tobacco. Skoal.com is the website. They do have coupon offers. Sale only allowed in the United States, underage sale prohibited. You have the scrunched warning label, a pinch better, smooth mint again, and we're back around right here underneath. Oh, they have it in green this time. Okay, how to snooze. Place directly under your upper lip. I will not because the pouches are just too big. Enjoy without spitting. Lasts up to 30 minutes. So, I'm going to crack into this. I actually haven't had the smooth mint for a while because I prefer the mint. So it's been probably about a year since I had smooth mint. In fact, I don't even know if I've ever had it in this type of can yet. So it's a sort of rubbery band. Easy enough to cut except for where it doubles over on itself. That's what you're looking like inside the lid. All right. Okay. Let me show you. They are dry to the touch and will even be dry when pressed to the lip. Okay. Now, the smell off the can is not peppermint. It is a spearmint. Pretty strong spearmint, almost to the point where if you inhale deeply enough through your nose, you almost get an effect on your eyes. I'm not going to say you're going to start tearing or anything like that, but you get the idea. It's not a bad smell. It's a good smell. It's a sweet smell. The peppermint of the regular mint was the same. It was a very sweet peppermint. I probably should have mentioned that. This, though, is spearmint. And it's pretty strong. I mean, it's much more spearmint than, let's say, Skoal spearmint. Okay? There is no mistake what's coming. So that's what the pouch looks like. The pouches are big. Now, when I get into some of the other products, I will make sure I keep some of these so I can give you a size comparison. But they're big. They're dry. The pouch material itself looks fairly... It looks thin. which isn't necessarily a bad thing. As long as it's strong enough that it's not being compromised, thin is not bad when it comes to pouch material. It's going to let more in and out. So I'm going to throw one of these in. I put these in the bottom. They're really good sized pouches. They're comparable to a regular Skoal pouch, like a classic pouch, and Copenhagen pouches. So I put them in down bottom because really they're made this size to sort of, resemble the feel of a dip in your mouth. Putting them up top just gives you a rather awkward looking bump somewhere around here. So here we go. I'm going to hit the pause button while I let this flavor build a little bit, and then I will be back. And I am back. Let me move this around the sun. Okay, so it is a sweet spearmint flavor, okay? The mint was a sweet peppermint flavor, and this is spearmint. And you sort of get that idea just looking from the can. The mint, the peppermint is blue lettering, and this is like a sort of metallic green. All right, so it's not really, any surprise. I've heard a lot of people talk about this product, and sometimes the mint too. Like, what is it exactly? What kind of mint? It's pretty obvious. I smoked for. No, I still smoke a pipe, but I smoked cigarettes for, the better part of 20 years, and I know taste-wise what this is. So if I can tell, then I don't see how you couldn't. The packaging is nice, okay? The product is very, it comes the same way every time. They're very consistent. It's a quality product. This is not to the standards of Swedish snus. I don't really consider this Swedish snus. I don't really consider this snus. It isn't. It isn't. This basically is the direct descendant of Skoal Dry. Okay? From I guess that would have been the 2000s, early 2000s. Skoal Dry was a product that came sort of dry to the touch, and although it was much before my time using smokeless, what I have heard was it was intended to cut down on spitting greatly. Okay? When Skoal Snus first came out in 2011, on the cans it didn't say spit free like it does right up at the top there. It said on the side, I believe, spitting optional. Now it's spit free. I never spit with this stuff. It does produce byproduct, though. Not a lot, but it does. I have never spit it. I have always swallowed it. I have never gotten ill from this stuff. Not even a little bit. Okay? So, whether it's actual snus, by Swedish standards, no. No, it's not. And you know what? It shouldn't even really, outside of this series that some guy in a tie on YouTube decided to put together, it really shouldn't be put in the same category. This is for dippers that are in situations where they can't spit. It really is just that simple. Okay, it's not, And as that being let's say that's the goal, the goal is accomplished with this. Okay? I usually put 2 of these in at one time. Okay? It feels like you have a lip in. Okay? It even feels like it to an extent with 1 in, but it definitely feels that way with 2. The nicotine's there. It's going to hold you over until you're out of whatever situation you're in where you can't spit. It's not super, super strong, but it's there. Okay? The flavor is all right. It's a spearmint. I favor, and now I remember, now that I've had it again, I favor the mint. I like the spearmint, but when it comes to stuff like this, I just like peppermint better. That and this stuff is a little stingy. Like, if I wasn't recording right now, and I was just using this, I would have still slid it around the side because it gets stingy up front. A little bit more so than the other one, the mint. Okay, both of them definitely have a mint tingle cooling sensation going on. Both of them, the cooling sensation mint tingle is fairly strong. This one, for whatever reason, registers with me as a little stingy. Now, I usually put 2 of them in at a time, so there's a lot of pressure on lip and gum when I do that, and the stinginess is even worse that way. So I prefer, because of the type of mint and the lack of what I am reading as sting, I prefer the last product that I reviewed, the mint. But the smooth mint, it's something different. If you like the spearmint Skoal, if you like that spearmint flavor, this even has more. It takes a little while to work up because of the product being dry to the touch, but the spearmint's even stronger in this stuff. All right. It is also, though, sweeter. So you gotta, it's sort of, you're gonna have to balance out what you want and what you don't. Okay, so it's a stronger spearmint that takes a little longer to get there. Okay, but the spearmint is sweeter. So, keep that in mind. Packaging's nice. For what it is meant for, whether Skoal wants to say it out loud or not, for what it is meant for, it gets the job done, and it does it well. All right. Now, if you want a actual snooze experience, like you want to know what the real deal is like, this is not that product. That product will be coming later in the series because there are North American products being marketed that are actually made in Sweden. Okay? That just happen to be marketed for North America. So, all in all, flavor's good. A little bit stingy compared to the other one. Nicotine's there. You actually don't have to spit. It's not going to make you sick or anything like that. I know from years of experience with this stuff off and on, it's okay in that respect. It's a good looking package. No catch lid, but I mean, the size of these pouches, they're pretty big. I don't know what size of catch lid you would need to catch these pouches. So, all in all, I'll give it a thumbs up. If you see it, it'll definitely be different. I mean, if you're a guy that's been dipping wintergreen fine cut for years on end, decades, yeah, if you want to mix it up a little bit, this is definitely something different, something to give a try. All right, so this has been the review of Skoal Smooth Mint Snooze. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy. I will do any more shout-outs in tomorrow's video. I do hope everyone is well. I am off to put in this month's orders. So this is going to be a long night, but not here. Guys, take care of yourselves, and God bless.